family. Going back to when I started in 1988 with CI, preceding me and long after I'm gone, CI will remain a family. As we celebrate the graduation today of Special Agent Basic Training Class 205, we also celebrate the retirement of my predecessor, Terry Stewart, who up until about some 48 hours ago was actually the director of this training academy. And I think it befitting, considering that he spent almost every single hour of the remainder of his career with these new agents, that I turn this ceremony over to him. Please give a warm welcome to Terry Stewart.
Thank you, Mr. Auer. I appreciate the opportunity to be here and to come back for this very momentous occasion that we have here. But first, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys here to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, and also more specifically to the National CI Training Academy. Welcome each one of you guys. A lot of you had to come a long way to get here, to be here with us, and it's a pleasure for me to meet you guys and for you guys to be here with us at this time. But without any further ado, what we want to do is we go ahead and welcome one of our own here to lead us in the honor of our country with the national anthem, Mr. Luther Henderson. If you would come up to lead us, I would appreciate it. Of course, for the students and the now special agents to have gone through and a lot of effort and dedication and focus to accomplish that. But the jobs that they do here when they are here in the training, at the Training Academy, can only be done by the support that you as family and friends provide to each and every one of them and us as an academy in general while they're here. We couldn't do what we do here without you guys back home supporting and doing those things that we need to be doing when we're back home in our way. So it's a very significant part of this training program, the support that we get from family and friends and the support that each one of the students get. It's a struggle some days to meet some of the challenges, and I'm sure there's been many conversations that you guys have had with the students here as they've gone through this program. And we appreciate as an academy you guys and the support that you give to the students as well as to the academy and the support role that you provide. And we thank you for that. And I know the students do as well. First off, I'd like to go ahead as well and to recognize some of the attendees that we have today with us. And first, I'd like to start with our Chief of the Criminal Investigation Division of IRS, Mr. Richard Weber. We also have here with us the Director of Strategy with CI, Mr. Charles Hunter. We also have with us Mr. Danny Auer, as you met earlier, the new Director for the Training Academy. We have an SSA from the Detroit Field Office, Ms. Joanne McLean. We have NCEDA Assistant Director, Mr. Dominic McClinton. And then we also have the Supervisory Academy Instructor, Ms. Denise Scanlon. And I'd also like to recognize a couple of special guests that we have with us as well. We have Acting Chief of Staff, Ms. Amanda Prestigard. Amanda in the back, raise your hand. Thank you for being here. And we also have the Director of Talent Management, Ms. Kay Jernigan. I believe she's here with us. Here we are, Kay. Thank you. And also we have Senior Analyst with CI, Mr. Edworth, with us back here. And there are a number of others that we have in the CI family here supporting us today, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here with us. We have our senior staff in Washington, D.C., and we have our leadership here at the Academy, but our expectation is every person be a leader in their own right. And that goes all the way down to the students when they're in the training program. They're expected to step up and to take a leading role in most of the things that they do in the training program. But also there's some additional challenges within the classes that each class recognizes a class president and selects a class president to be that liaison for them, to support the class participants, but also to be that liaison between the class and the leadership and the training program itself. And so for this particular class, it's an honor for me to recognize Mr. Justin Chrisman as the selected class president. And at this time, I welcome Mr. Chrisman up for bring the remarks for the class president.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank all the friends, family, distinguished guests and the facilitators and support staff for joining us today for this monumental graduation ceremony. I can personally attest that every single one of us, students sitting out here that's graduating today, has put in an unbelievable amount of time and effort, both inside and outside of the classroom, so we could become criminal investigators with the Internal Revenue Service. I think this training really forced most of us to dig really deep, a lot deeper than many of us have ever dug before, to overcome challenges and be able to be here and graduate today. You should be very proud of your significant others that are sitting right over here for what they've accomplished up to this point. We all came here as individuals on July 4th, not knowing any one of each other or the facilitators, and I can personally attest that all of us are now a brotherhood and sisterhood. And the relationships that we've built here during the last 6 months are going to continue on throughout our career and possibly throughout our lifetime as well.
90% or higher on the CI physical fitness battery. Special Agent Luther Henderson. Special Agent Jared K. Robbins. Special Agent Michael J. Wheeler. Congratulations. The next one, significant number. I'm not quite sure that we've had quite that many experts in a graduating class. You guys have done an outstanding job. I'd like to ask the following students to please stand to receive recognition for their score on the CI Physical Qualification course. And I ask you to hold your applause until I've called all 8 names. Special Agent Joseph B. Call. Special Agent Kobe J. Harris. Special Agent Jennifer M. Henderson. Special Agent Faraz Imam. Special Agent Charles M. Mannix. Special Agent Jared K. Robbins. Special Agent Mark Weymouth. Special Agent Michael J. Wheeler. Congratulations. Of training. This is a monumental accomplishment. This training is very intense, it's very difficult, and it's very hard. So to score 95% or higher is an outstanding accomplishment. I'd like to ask the following students to please stand to receive recognition for their academic achievement. Special Agent Faraz Imam. Special Agent Joseph B. Call. Congratulations. Been given the opportunity to select a classmate who in their minds exemplifies and has consistently demonstrated all of these core values. At the recommendation of the class, I am pleased to announce the Aspire Award winner, Mr. Justin C. Crispin. Class, for one last time. Special Agent Charles M. Mannix, Chicago Field Office. E205. Congratulations.
You know what? I'll just cut my tape. How later? I don't know. What time is it? 6:50. Yeah, you're fine, aren't you?
Mara, look this way. Okay.
Hold it tight. Downstairs.
Let's see if there's some toys
Is there
downstairs.
something special downstairs?
Let's go.
Let's go look. Come on. You take your car with you. You can take our car with us.
Grandma's
Have
going.
you got something for me? Will you go give it to me?
Can you go give Grandma her gift?
Did you have me a gift?
Under the Christmas tree? Whoop.
Are you gonna give me something?
Come on, Nolan.
Go, Nolan.
Oh, we can take our car with us. Come on.
What happened? What happened?
So what? Come on.
What is it? You got a hammer?
Yeah, you. Screwdriver.
Here. Do it on this one. Look. Do it on that one with the screwdriver. Is it moving? No, look, can you screw it? Look.
Will they like that?
Huh?
Will they play with this? Yes.
I wish it made me
Charlie, last week, all they did last week was learning about building stuff and the different tools and stuff like that. And he had a whole book. What is it?
Ride it.
You get on it?
Might be a little
sorry.
big. Okay, go.
Go, Charlie, go!
Push. Push.
Gotta push those wheels. It's hard on carpet, isn't it? Push. Go, I can push you both. Here. Push the wheels. There you go.
Toot toot. Beep beep.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Needs a little bell on it.
Push it. I know it. I wish it came with the bell. That's what Bruce said we ought to buy a bell.
You gotta push down on the pedals. Push the pedals.
You know what? You always want to push backwards at first.
Are these like,
There you go. Well, right into the chair.
why are the training wheels not hitting the ground?
They're not supposed to.
Oh,
They need to start to fall, I think.
Mine always hit the ground.
They do? Cheese. Are you a ham?
Don't grab it.
Are you a ham?
A ham? Say cheese again.
People like to have their pictures taken.
All right.
Oh, Nolan.
You take
You gonna give me the bowl?
Thank you.
Thank you.
He walks on his toes a lot.
He does.
Do you know, Susan, one of
Yeah.
her nieces on Chris's side, walks on her toes all the time?
Sure
And
is.
it's caused the things in the back of her leg to crawl up, and now she's having to do therapy. But she walks on hers all the time, her toes, and she's about 12 now.
You have a little red chair that goes to my sister for her Christmas gift. That and there's a little.
It was
Yeah, who donated, and also I'd like to say a special thank you to Anna Krasiznik for arranging the taking to the Mary Ring House. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Nick Tannenbaum and Anna Colley.
Get in there, Robbie. Good job, Carol. Good job. Good job. Right.
3-point basket, Makai Biffle. Basket, Darren Trice. Senior basketball player.
Defense, take it away. Hey, hey, hey. Defense, take it away. Hey, hey, hey. Defense, take it away. Fire, yes, fire, yes,
Get him, don't grab him! 2 yards before he's run out of bounds by several Pirates. Tackle by Vandervoort.
take him! Take him! Backward back! Take him! Take him! Backward back! Pirates,
Now, but I think the ball goes to the ground back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play.
O-F-F-E-N-S-E, go! Offense, go! O-F-F-E-N-S-E, go! Offense, go! O-F-F-E-N-S-E, go! Offense, go!
This time to the left side and out to play.
That's where we go.
Using out of the hole.
Well, we going in the mid
That's like our team, 'cause our team's the best. The mighty Porter's Pirates will put you to the test. We're moving on to victory. We're rising to the top. Watch out, the purple and white can't be stopped. Pirates, go
Your phone won't.
Except did you already stir the stuffing?
I haven't stirred any of the potatoes.
Yeah. The stuffing, I don't know if you want to stir that either. I tried to put all the crusty stuff on top.
for this.
I think Chris is gonna say a prayer first.
Are we gonna go in there and sit down and do it, or you want me to say it now?
Just say it now. Okay.
Time to take pictures of the table all.
So you go back up tomorrow though?
Yeah, I should have took one
Yeah.
before and
What
then
time are you going?
afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's taking you? Your mom or your
I
dad?
think that, me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all mixed up, and I've been mixed up this week. I didn't know what day it was.
Why wasn't anybody up there today, was there? They all got to come home.
They're having a
So,
bench
have you been up
So
in
they're cooking
Indiana?
2 turkeys.
Oh,
I thought you were going before.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going Friday. I mean Sunday. I'm going.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say they didn't see it on your arm, but that's it.
What's it say? Love is?
Live,
Live
live,
and let
live.
live.
Oh.
Well, he didn't.
So, wheat, barley, wheat, barley, rye,
You're making some beer.
and wheat, barley, rye, oats.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say too.
That's what I
Pretty
was
good.
saying.
I like oatmeal.
So what you get? Yellow?
What color was that?
What are you?
I'm red.
When acquired by Sara Lee, Earth Grains, the second largest U.S. bakery, was based in what city?
Oh gosh, who would know that?
What city?
Yeah.
Plainfield.
No.
Guess the city, Scott.
You have to know the city?
Yeah.
Great.
They'll play swap on Tuesday.
Oh.
I can't go to the doctor's on Tuesday.
Well, heaven help, I hope they're. I'm home on
If
Tuesday.
I'm
Just give me a
having,
call
if I'm in pain.
He had it set up for
Tuesday, and you changed
no, he had
it.
it set up for Thursday.
Oh, yeah,
So
I knew it was one of your golf games.
I moved it to Wednesday.
You're right.
Well, for heaven's sake, don't have that surgery on Tuesday.
You should be on honor.
No, he left me sitting over there the other day.
Well, listen,
Wasn't
seriously,
playing golf.
Janice, I am home all the time if you
No,
need to do something.
he usually sits right there with me, actually.